Alrighty then. Oh, it's about time. Let's take a deep breath. I'm having some moments because it's going to apparently snow starting in like an hour and then push through and continue snowing until like 4 tomorrow afternoon. That's what I was seeing earlier. Check. Let me check again my weather forecast. While I wait for people to show up. Chat, first person to tell me which way to go can decide. Otherwise, I think I'll just go English. But I want to check my weather forecast. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. It's gonna snow for like an hour or two starting in an hour. And then it's gonna snow all day tomorrow. And then it's gonna be fucking freezing for the entire weekend. So like, the snow's not gonna even melt. Take out my trash. Okay, Tuesday though. Tuesday it's gonna be warm. Warm. It's gonna be above freezing with no snow. So Tuesday I can probably do that, and then be rain the rest of the week. That's gonna be above freezing. Okay. I hate winter so much. Chat, anyone? Last chance to tell me what language you want while I open my beverage. Going once, going twice. Let's go not reading gang. Let's go not reading gang. Oh. Just an inch too slow. No, oh no. I see it. Right after I pick English. Just an inch too slow. Well, I mean, it's fine from my end. Expedition. What did we get?
Our scout ship has returned.
Worcestershire sauce. Yay!
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Ooh, antique tarot cards. Let's keep
Scout ship
hunting.
setting sail.
And let's see these treasures. These tarot cards.
These cards look like they hold many secrets.
Ooh. A deck of cards given by a woman in the Force Islands. For some reason, the edges have been honed to razor sharpness. Alright, so you know what time it is. It's time to get your fortune told, Velvet. Not interested. Don't be such a spoil sport. You know what they say about my fortunes. Good or ill, you'll leave feeling nauseated. Is that your sales pitch? Maybe you should quit fortune telling and start up a business cursing people instead. Oh, touche, my dear demon. I know just the reward for you. I'll tell your fortune free of charge. Now what do the cards have to say? Hey, have you been cramming Eye of Newt in your ear or something? I said I'm not interested. The cards say you will be horribly annoyed by your fortune teller. Spot on, but rather than nausea, I'm feeling more of a headache. Bye-loo. Great. Alright. So we have to go through and do everything that's here. And then detect the new Earth. Yeah, we need to find the new Earth pulse point. So we need to talk to everybody out here, talk to everyone inside, learn things. Oh, Kamoana, are you playing with Benwick? Benwick, please let me hide in the ship. Steady, lass, what's the problem? There's no need to go overboard, Velvet. Take a breather, eh? Kamoana, what are you up to? Are you playing are you cheating at hide and seek?
I haven't seen many Abbey patrol ships around here of late.
I noticed that too. Do you think something happened?
The Bloodwings said the Abbey's been quiet everywhere. Apparently, some bad demons and a cursed pirate crew have been giving them trouble, and they can't spare the men to patrol the outer seas.
That's Ifreed's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
A cursed pirate crew? Isn't that us? If the info's sound, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the First Mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
Well, at least they're not too bothered by it.
I admire the exorcists that actually fight demons. I won't get in the way of a warrior of that caliber. Well, they're gonna have a problem with me if they try and stop us from sailing anywhere. That's a risk we'll just have to take, even if the odds aren't in our favor. Arr, arr, arr. Dog girl Eleanor came out again.
Why, certainly.
But I need to show off Magilo. Because we love Magilo and her little heart shape cut out of the back of her pants. Freaking great.
Okay, Fee. I need you to find us our next Earth Pulse point.
I found one, but it's really, really far. Way up in the northeast. If it's that far out, it has to be in Engand.
Endgand is a collection of small islands. There's a comparatively bigger one called Lionel Island, but that's the exception.
Yeah, I think the Earth Pulse point's probably out there.
Endgand, huh? Those waters are haunted by ghost ships, you know.
Ghost ships?
Yep. Legend has it they snatch up wrongdoers who bear lingering regrets and whisk them away to that eternal voyage.
That doesn't sound promising.
Currents from all over the world converge in Engand's waters, so a lot of shipwrecks from distant seas end up there as their final resting place.
So that's where the stories of ghost ships come from.
Boo. You guys have no imagination.
I'd rather they stay imaginary myself.
We should still be careful.
We'll be fine. Ghost ship, exorcist, whatever comes along. We'll be the ones to administer their last rites.
Yeah, and by that we mean murder.
Just one Therian to go. When I escaped, Ceres told me that Artorias could still be killed. That means she must have known everything. That Innominat is incomplete. How Therians work. But why did she betray Artorias? Why did she give me her strength? I know that try as you might, some fires can never fully be extinguished. But what made you go so far as to feed yourself to me? Tell me, why did you do it, sis? Ugh, what am I saying? Ceres was a Moloch. Just a Moloch. Just focus on what has to be done. Once the Therians are all together, I can end this. That's all that matters. That's all I need to think about.
We might also need to think about leveling, but we'll worry about that when we run into problems. The currents around Endgand are naughty, alright. It's a dreadful place to sail. Not that the Von Elpia can't handle it, of course. I ate enough. I see, that's alright then. Good boy. Good boy. Yenfu. They say the Phantom Fleet carries guilty souls away. If we cross its path, it'll be lonely when you're all taken. You're looking pale, Velvet. Take care of yourself, alright? My self-care is hunting you in the ocean. Is it time to depart already? Don't you think you should rest a little longer? We need to visit everywhere here. Hi there, Princey. Those pirates are a good-natured bunch, if a little crude. Kamoana, Dial, and myself share their spirit. Think I knew nothing of the world I was destined to rule over. Princey Pooh and Dial, sitting in a tree. Fucking. First comes love, then comes marriage. But in between, we need to overthrow the government and put the prince in charge so that he can legalize it. And then Griffin can be the baby in the baby carriage. I don't know what I'm even saying. Anything going on up here? Fancy boots. It's like there's always some prizes up here. It's always worth my time. Hi there, buddy.
That prince you brought back is one interesting guy. He's happy playing with the dogs, right? And that's perfectly normal. But I swear, he even naps with them. And that hawk, with a big smile on his face?
And when Dial or Kamoana ask him to put in some work, he doesn't make a face or nothing. He just gets right to it.
Wait, they're asking the prince to do chores for them? Isn't that a little much?
Yeah, honestly, I was worried about it too. But when I asked him about it, he said not to worry. And get this! The guy says when he lived in the palace, he couldn't even yawn without getting permission. He couldn't even play with his dogs, let alone help other people with their tasks. Everything was the job of his servants. So anything we tell him to do, no matter how trivial, the guy happily does it. Says he really feels like he's alive.
Wow! Feels like he's too good a guy to be a prince.
You got it backwards. I'd love to see what a nice guy who gets the common folk does once he starts calling the shots.
But if he were to rejoin the royal family, he'd be our enemy, wouldn't he?
At the very least, he wouldn't try to control how we think, like the Abbey's doing now.
Either way, you're pirates. You plunder other people's ships. I think you'd be the enemy of any state.
A prince has his own problems, and the same goes for a pirate. Life's actually pretty fair when you look at it that way. On an unrelated note, what sort of ransom do you think we could demand for a prince? Yeah, when we kill Artorias, we can ransom off the prince. And, make sure that we kill any competition for his, like, inheritance. And then we can make a profit. And... have him be in charge. Absolutely flawless reasoning. Nothing can go wrong. you have any cool things up here? Prizes, prizes, prizes. No, no prizes. Any prizes up here? Grimoire. Hey, baby. The book you found at a ball seems to be a complete volume, and annotated as well, which is fortunate for us. I should be able to decipher it on my own, but it'll take a bit more time. I see. Oh, I've bent over this book so long I've gotten a cramp. Be a dear and rub my shoulders, Velvet. I don't mind helping you out, but where are your shoulders exactly? They're right there. I'm sorry, Grimoire, our girlfriend is an idiot. Other dock, woohoo! I love that we have two docks. This could become a thriving trade center in the future. Maybe.
Hey, Eisen, great timing. I've got a question. What would you say the four great wonders of the ocean are?
Far as I know, it's the Phantom Fleet, Dragon Island, the Bighedian tribe, and the Kraken Queen.
Ha ha! See? I'm right. But this scoundrel insists he knows better than me.
What else could the fourth be but the Kraken Queen?
The colossal upright eel! Besides, the Kraken Queen is just a fantasy cooked up by girl-starved sailors.
What's the Kraken Queen? What do you mean, fantasy?
It's not just a fantasy, boy. The Kraken Queen is a slippery black squid, the size and shape of a lusciously proportioned woman. When it encounters a human, it goes into a frenzy, attacking with its long whip-like arms.
That sounds painful.
Real painful. Mind-numbingly painful even. But here's the thing. At some point, the pain turns into pleasure.
You mean it feels good to get whipped?
You see, boy? That's why we call her the Mystery.
Hey! Bad pirate! Stop corrupting our youth!
Corrupting?
Boy, there's no need to contain your curiosity. When pain turns to pleasure, you've truly become a man. Laphicet, don't listen to them. This is something you should hear. Aren't you curious why the Kraken Queen is a wonder of the sea? Want to find out?
Yes, tell me. Why?
Normally, it hurts to be whipped. Nothing pleasurable about that. You don't like getting hurt, right?
No. It hurt when Teresa hit me. I didn't like it at all.
And yet the Kraken Queen grants pleasure through pain. The Kraken Queen's tentacles secrete some sort of unknown, pleasure-inducing substance. When they touch you, the pleasure is beyond.
All right, we're done here. The Kraken Queen is no longer allowed to be the fourth wonder. It's now the colossal upright eel. Argument over. Tell Laphicet about this eel, and keep it wholesome.
Sure. The colossal upright eel is as big as a whale, and long and straight like a marlin's bill. Cut it open, steam it, then baste it with a special sweet and sour sauce, and grill it twice over charcoal, and it's heavenly. Or so I hear.
That does sound really good.
I know, right? The problem is, its name is an apt one.
Colossal. It's too big to catch?
No, the upright part. When people try to catch it, it stands up on its two legs and zoom! Off it goes, running on top of the water.
It's a fish? With legs?
Now that's a wonder, right, kid?
Well, at least it's a wholesome one.
I don't know, it sounds like a giant dick to me. Yeah, you picked a great time to come in, so. Laphicet's first exposure to BDSM. Let's go. Truth is, I became a pirate because I wanted to be spanked by the Kraken Queen one day. I'd like to have a nice bowl of colossal upright eel one day with soup made from its liver on the side. So we have straight masochist pirate and gay vor pirate. Yeah, Teresa, how dare. I'm so glad I decided to come back here. I was like, maybe I don't need to, but no, I'm glad I did. That was a great scene. Yay, dark bottle. Do we have any more cutscenes? No. Would have been an exclamation point if we did. Oh. Treasure. Knowing that Teresa beat Lafayette makes me a little less sympathetic to her current concerns, you know? Like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that, honey. Tacos! I like them. They're good, stout, manly dogs you can rely on. Oh, not dogs. Therians, right? Yeah, same difference. They're good, stout, manly Therians. You shouldn't hit a laptop. A laptop's gonna have lots of unstable things. I know. So jerk. So mean. Hi. There's a message from the skipper. The back chamber of the basement will now be Kamoana and Melissa's quarters. Anyone who enters without permission will be executed. I'll remember that. When the skipper draws a line, you never ever cross it. Let's cross it. This is their chambers, right? I can't do things do the sideways look-see when I'm on the... So I have to go this way. Okay. Yay, the sideways look-see. Now, see, I'm all for sadism, but you don't beat children. There's plenty of people who want to get beat and want to experience pain. You don't need to, like, inflict it on other people to feel good about yourself. Like, just find the people who want to get beaten and then you can get your rocks off. It's not that big of a deal. Friggin' beating Laffy. And who knows, maybe when Fee's older, Fee will enjoy it, but Fee is not old enough for BDSM yet, I don't think. Not to be all children don't know what they like and are into, but like... As a kid, Fee, as a sexually precocious youth, if your kid is Fee's age and sexually precocious, it's time to check to see if there's something else going on. Like maybe gender dysphoria being eliminated through taking a submissive sexual role, or like abuse or something. I don't know. Now everything's nice and awkward. Okay, we've gone through all of those. We've gotten any shinies. Now it's time. Go all the way down. Because I want to see, I want to get all the shinies every time I'm here. Hi. Cats. Con kitties. Grr. Why are these not already open? Yay, boots! Oh, the music is so good. Why does Tales have such good music? Vroom. Haha, I see you. Vroom. Vroom. Ooh, more shinies. Actually, and that tempering powder is actually good. That's one of the things we need to upgrade our equipment. Yay. I know who's closing the cell doors. The pirates who come here and use them as their bedrooms. Whose shinies we're stealing. Could you imagine claiming a room and then, like, shutting it up and putting your brand new powder in there, and then you come back and it's like, oh yeah, no, the demon lord just fucking came into your bedroom and took your shinies. What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna complain to her? You gonna criticize Demon Lord Velvet? Do you have a death wish or something? I don't think so. Exactly. Well, time to go all the way up and out and head to Endgand, I guess. Unless we have something... Yeah, we don't have anything else to do. Is Edgand or go Code Red hunting? still such a good idea. View hetero Kuro is just the best idea. Okay.
Aw, come on! It's fine!
No, it's not. You have to do it right.
You're so mean, Medusa! If you keep telling me what to do, I'll hate you!
Fine, hate me then. So long as you do what I say.
Fine! I love you, Medusa, and you don't even care!
What's going on here?
Eleanor, Medusa's being mean. She keeps telling me to dry my hair after my bath, but I don't wanna.
What? Is that all you're arguing about?
This is important. Just because she's a Therian doesn't mean she can't catch a cold.
But I won't! I won't catch a cold! I swear! I don't want to take Mom's yucky, awful medicine, so I'm not gonna get sick.
If you insist on being so stubborn, we can do this the hard way.
There's no need for everyone to get so worked up. Her hair's pretty much dry already, right?
Yeah, what she said.
I'm spoiling her, aren't I?
Seriously. Look, we don't even know what would happen if a Therian catches a cold, let alone how to treat it.
That's true.
But look, I get it. I know you feel responsible for her.
You mean what happened to her mother?
Yeah, Laphicet told me about it.
My, look who's a little tattletale.
I'm sorry, but I thought Medusa should know, just in case.
Tell everyone
It's
but
fine, I
Kamoana.
suppose.
Tell everyone
I should
but
have told her
Kamoana.
myself. Well, at least I understand everything now. It's all too tragic for words.
Yes, and the knowledge would not be something that a young child could possibly bear. I'm not planning on telling her.
Eleanor.
That's probably your only option. But do you really think you can keep lying to her forever?
I have to, for her own sake.
For her, huh?
All right, I'll go with you on this. You two are going through an awful lot of trouble for a selfish kid. All kids are selfish. They're selfish. But that's what their families and their mothers should be there for. Don't you have any memories like that yourself? Sorry, but I'd rather just keep them to myself.
Pish and Piffle. Everybody and their issues, am I right?
Yeah. Let her be wet. Let your hair dry naturally. Oh my god. And don't use shampoo every day. Like, you want to give your hair's natural oils time to seep in and make your hair, like, nice and smooth. Woo, more Worcestershire sauce. We're really just looking for whatever the last material is and the area unlock.
Scout ship departing.
Got real lucky with that area as far as everything goes. Just one Therian left. Stay on your toes. The Abbey will be desperate at this point. Hi, Dial. You know, I've started to get used to this island. It's a regular den of hyenas, isn't it? Okay, we need to go to Lionel Island. There's some administrative zones to go to, but let's go here first.
We're coming up on Lionel Island.
So much for the ghost ships.
Should we expect another welcome party waiting for us again?
No. I had the Bloodwings spread a rumor that we were raiding an Abbey compound far, far from here.
As far as plans go, that's better than nothing.
All this cloak and dagger. Give me a good old frontal assault any day.
First mate, sir. There's a ship drifting ahead of us.
A ghost ship?
It's an Abbey ship. Their flag. It's a distress signal.
Understood. Commence approach.
Are you actually going to help an enemy ship?
A ship signaling distress has neither allies nor enemies. That's a code all seafarers abide by.
It's an obvious trap.
Not even pirates would use a distress signal for a surprise attack. Of course, after we rescue a ship, we still strip them of everything they've got.
Anyway, if it's a trap, we'll kill everyone on board. Simple.
A waste of time if you ask me.
Uh-oh.
Is this the Corsair Scourge?
Benwick, do we still have any Salatoma left?
Yes, sir. If this is their full crew, we should have enough on board to treat them.
Now that you mention it, don't Abbey ships usually have a bigger crew?
These were all who were aboard when I hijacked the ship and made them set sail.
Teresa!
I knew I was being reckless, but I never expected we'd run afoul of the Corsair Scourge. But you know, I'm glad we did, since it brought me to you.
You seriously plan to fight in that condition?
No. I know you've won this one. Use me as you will.
Use you?
Don't bother asking. It's a trap.
Lionel Island is where you'll find Dees. A Therian. My brother Oscar is guarding over it.
We can handle him just fine.
You should know that Oscar's acquired a powerful new art. Its formula developed by Lord Melchior. The art heightens a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. The effect is incredible. Normal arts don't even compare. Even were you to win, you wouldn't come away unscathed.
Why are you telling us this?
The art is still untested and imperfect. There's no guarantee its caster will survive the effects. I don't want anything to happen to Oscar. If I'm your hostage, Oscar won't move against you. This will afford you a window to snatch the Therian and make your escape.
You're willing to betray the Abbey?
There's nothing in this world that could ever replace Oscar. I know you can't trust me, so don't give me your medicine. I'll place my life in your hands. Just save Oscar.
Lady Teresa!
If true, this information will be of use to us. For now, let's bring her aboard and give her the medicine.
I know, right? Magilu's special relationship with Melchior is telegraphed so well. Just like, oh, there's something going on there.
So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
And she said that Melchior developed it too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
If this is all true, a frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the Dragonia family, aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand, he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not of what you'd call high standing.
Ah, she's a bastard.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, and my father's wife never cared for me. So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid.
For real.
Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
So you're back on your feet.
My sincere thanks for the medicine.
I can't use you as a hostage if you're dead. Where's the Therian?
Ahead through the Baird Marsh are the ruins of an ancient kingdom. There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
We'll do as you wish. All of it.
Velvet could do what she wants with me anytime.
You know this, Fee. But don't let your guard down for 1 second.
I won't.
Teresa's the sort of person who would straight faced say something like, "You can bind me, you can bind me, you can whip me, you can beat me. You may even devour me, if that's what you please," and completely not realize that she's being just the kinkiest. Reward. Oh, we finished hunt. Yay! Noxious Creep defeated. So what's standing out here? Clare Beach, Manon Reef, Feigl Ice Caps, Gavel Forest, Morgana Woods, Tranquil Woods, Baird Marsh, level 57. We are... I kind of think maybe it behooves us to go take care of some of these. But we can't even sail anymore. Well, we're committed. Let's go. Oh.
I'll send a Sylph J if anything comes up here. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Still, why would the Abbey build anything all the way out here?
Teresa, what do you know?
This island may be uninhabited now, but judging from the ruins, we can tell that civilization has flourished and fallen here many times. This island lies at a focal point of air and sea currents, as well as the flow of the Earth Pulse. That means that malevolence gathers here too.
Is that why civilization has risen and fallen here before?
It is. Furthermore, the malevolence of those long-dead people still lingers here, lost and unfading.
Even after so long?
The more they prospered, the greater the loss of life.
Normally, this sort of thing could not be ignored. The malevolence here should have been dealt with in haste.
But because the Abbey is scheming to resurrect Inominat, there's no way they'd want to waste such a bounty. Bursting with malevolent juiciness, and no meddlesome people around to cause trouble. There couldn't be a more perfect spot.
If there's one place they'd put a Therian, it's here.
Lionel Island is pretty big. Make sure you're well supplied before heading out. Oh my! Malevolent juiciness. Remind me to send you the rest of the art later. I think you'll like it, even if it's hat. Zucchini! Yay! Albatross meat! Grape gel!
This is an Abbey encampment. No one's stationed here now, but it's well maintained.
From what I could gather, it will be approximately 10 days before the next patrol stops by.
That's more than enough time to find the Therian and get it off the Earth Pulse.
We can rest here too. No need to rush things. We'll find the Therian, but let's do it right.
Yeah, let's do it right. Scholars say this island's slowly sinking and will vanish into the waves in a few hundred years. I don't get it though. I mean, it's hard to imagine land moving as if it was alive, right? Was that concept addressed in Zestiria, that the land is alive? That's... yeah, let's do it right. You want supplies? I want coin. I won't even let the skipper bilk on me. Well. We can recover... oh, I can't just recover. Oh my gosh. That fucking squirrel gave me so much trouble. Into serifs. Ah. Okay. Do you have any more enhancements we can do? Need 2 quartz fragments for you. Need 8 silver scrap for you. 2 quartz fragments for you. You. And you. Okay, so you're gonna give me 157 standard attack. 155 standard attack. 155 standard attack. I think we give this to Velvet because it's standard attack. Let's make sure. The Pumper Umper does gold scrap. Quartz fragment for you. Quartz ribbon for you. So we can get an upgrade on both of you for that. Don't have enough feldspar. And get one of you. Thanks. Okay. Silver scrap. And silver scrap. Get some silver scrap from you. You're kind of garbage. It's such excitement, I know. We need quartz fragments for you. I need amphibole fragments for you. Not sure how I feel about getting rid of some of these. Okay, these are not good, so I can dismantle these. But that doesn't give me enough amphibole. No. That does. Oh, that's... perfect. Because it's like thousands of years in between, so... Yeah? Oh, I should... yeah, I've already enhanced everything. Let's save before we go out. Ah. At least the game is nice enough to put this geopulse point right here.
It's been a while. We haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
And that AU is giving me an idea. Where that happens to Eleanor. You know Eleanor would fight back and would get injured. Because, you know, Eleanor does her job. And Velvet hadn't, like... Yeah.
Very well.
Now we have the AU Eleanor. Exactly. Another thing to write. But I need to focus on Thunderbird, because I have now 2 people who have it bookmarked last I checked. We'll see if they keep it up.
I heard that they use this island to hold exiled prisoners. Just looking at this place depresses me. I hate it here.
We can't go carelessly wandering about. This place is dangerous.
I know. Still, from the looks of those ruins, there used to be one impressive civilization here. I can practically taste the hidden treasure.
The punishment for tomb raiding is quite strict, you know.
Think I'd be a pirate if I was afraid of the Abbey?
I won't stop you from looking for loot. But if you get into trouble, don't expect us to save you. Got it?
Aye, aye, sir.
It's not just here. Demons are turning up in ruins, caves, anywhere there's signs of loot. It's a tough time to be treasure hunter. That's for darn sure. Shinies. It's not the same region. Lionel Wharf is not the same as the Baird March game. Game, you led me astray, game. No. Touch it. Well, I remember this. This is where you had, like, the complicated puzzle, right? Are you an enemy? Yep. I know they're powerful because they're palette swapped. I think I remember falling asleep while you were playing this part of the game. Yeah. When they're palette swapped, you know they're powerful. Bam! Eleanor, your arms are too noodly to do that. What the heck? We got green and yellow this time. Ooh. New colors. Sucks to be red-green colorblind here, but they do have different symbols, so I guess it's fine. In fact, that's probably why they have different symbols. I wonder why we have them right here. That tells me I'm not going to like what I see on the other side here. Nope, not at all. Earth and water mana. Up. Time to do the super powerful, super tough puzzle. Wow, such a puzzle. Why do you have you there?
That power number 2 displayed at the throne. Hard to believe he had that hidden in him. Lord Melchior said that number 1 was full of untapped potential as well. If I have the talent to use it.
Teresa, my lady, you seem angry.
Me? At what?
At me, for running away and joining Velvet.
Oh, that? I was careless. An enemy stole a tool of mine. I'm merely frustrated at my own incompetence.
A tool?
I don't care what happens to me now. Not as long as I can save Oscar.
I'm the one who hurt your precious brother. And you're asking for my help now?
Yes, you hurt him. You scarred his face, and his honor, and his heart.
Still holding a grudge then? Well, at least you won't be able to kill me in my sleep.
With no Malakim, I'm an ordinary woman. How could I threaten the Lord of Calamity? I'm painfully aware of my own weakness.
Good. Try to keep out of the way then.
Lady Teresa, Velvet isn't so different from you. She had a little brother,
I know all about the Lord of Calamity, but none of that matters to me. As powerless as I am now, this is the only path for me. It's the only way I can save Oscar.
Lady Teresa.
Let's kill her little brother and create some sort of like narrative warble garble thingamablurber. I don't like that. Okay, you give me one right over here. I don't mind it as much. Spoilers. I mean, it's a spoiler if it's the obvious narrative symmetry. Like, of course we're gonna kill Oscar, and then Teresa will break, and then, like, frickin' Velvet will go, oh no, what have I done? I have someone to me. And it will be sad. They know what they're doing. Hi, surprise tree. Can't fool me. Hop. Goodbye. Hello, where are we now? Oh god, this place is entirely too fucking big. I'm sure whoever built this is very proud of it. Ah, we can't cross because we have to break that from the other direction. Just freaking... okay. Woo! I could have just, like, made it a geoboard point and put the geoboard node on the other side of it, like they have for so many things before. That's telling me that I'm gonna have to come back around and do some finagling and then use that path to come back, is what that's telling me. But they didn't do that geoboard thing. I predict that they are going to destabilize the cellar life cycle with the ghost matter. They're going to put the ghost matter in them. God, I sounded so deranged in that clip, and it's still one of my favorite things.
Take a look at this.
Yay, we won.
Well. Now here's a fine haul.
Eye of newt and mushroom spore, tender parts of prickle bore.
Yay, we found a Marcia. We still haven't found that last thing, but you know what I like? New areas. Let's go. I mean, it's just Rocky Mountain oysters.
Malakim are just tools.
What are you brooding over?
I know. Velvet, Eleanor, or Teresa. You're not sure whose little brother you want to be, eh? In that case, I assure you I'm the kindest of the lot.
The cruelest, most devious. That's not what's on my mind. There's something I need to say to Lady Teresa.
Something you wish to say? Then speak, number 2.
That's just it. I'm not number 2. I'm Laphicet.
Laphicet?
It's the name Velvet gave me. It's very important to me.
Something can be important to you?
Yes, I have feelings. You see, Malakim are not tools.
Very well. I shall call you Laphicet from now on.
Thank you, Lady Teresa.
You're kinder than you look, my dear Teresa. Thank you, Teresa.
You misunderstand. With so much at stake, I don't want to rock the boat.
Velvet, tell me what you know about Teresa and Oscar. I want a clearer picture of what they can do.
All right. Teresa and Oscar are...
I can give you the lowdown on everything Abby.
Get punted into the sea.
Teresa and Oscar are the best of the best, even among the praetors. Some call them the consuls. There are only around 100 praetors in the world, so we're talking very elite.
Anyone called a consul is going to be adept at both fighting and leadership. They are key figures entrusted with responsibility for major...
I'm sorry, but Roman history disagrees with you, Eleanor. All you had to do to be consul was be one of the 2 people elected to lead for a given year. Like, wow. They're not going to be adept. Most of them were not really adept at all.
cities and institutions.
The fighting part is all we have to worry about. Are they better than you, Eleanor?
Yes. I was a primus, which is a full rank below them. I could never overcome Teresa's arts or Oscar's swordsmanship in our practice battles.
When they were still
I did not realize until they said consul that all the ranks of the Abbey were the governmental ranks of the Roman Empire. Like, it did not click in that was what they were doing. Oh my god. It's like I'm in Latin class again.
trainees, they worked together to wipe out dozens of demons in a single night. After that, Lord Melchior kept a close eye on them.
Appreciated. I'll be on my guard.
Together they sound like a real threat. Thankfully, we're only after Oscar alone.
But Oscar has mastered a new art developed by Lord Melchior. You can count on it being a nasty one.
You really do know a lot about this stuff.
It's a little suspicious.
You think so? Well, I was at the Abbey, so...
Why don't you call him Lord Oscar?
That's what's bothering you? It's because we're both so popular with the ladies. I consider him a rival.
Yeah. Now I have to go back and flip that switch. You're in my way. I don't want to fight you. Could you... Haha! Get fucked. Because of squeeze on by, yeah. Oh, now where is that? Over here. Get greened. I really wish we as a society would just stop being freaking weird about drugs. Like, we don't care if people go get drunk at company functions. It's kind of expected at weddings. Why are we gonna be so freaking shitty about people getting high on their own time? No question mark. We know what that is. It's a geoboard hop. Integrated into the puzzle, probably, which is kind of nifty. I hope I have to do the geoboard hop, because that would be cool. If a little fry is so fucking big. Oh my god. Someone was having just the best of times with this. They're like, this is my magnum opus, these ruins, and then... Maybe? I don't know. You're in a pain in the ass area to get to, so I'll take you. Angel wings, yay! It's Endegand, so it would be east of Lady Lake. Was there any Zestiria east of Lady Lake? What is your only move is hustle, and why are you playing it on? My boy, what are you playing? This is whatever cutscene they were channeling us this way for. Bug.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Yeah, a Lionel giant thunderstag beetle, to be exact.
Why do they always have such awkward names?
I think it's a cool name.
I've never been able to figure out why boys are so drawn to these things.
Yay, beetle!
Huh? What's the matter? Didn't you want to see it?
Yeah. Thanks.
Teresa is so going to join up with
Oscar was always running
Oscar.
around the woods collecting bugs. He'd get so into it. It was never long before he'd trip and hurt himself.
Did you grab bugs for him?
Yes, I thought they were gross. But I was much taller than him, and I had the reach. Once, he gave me a whole pile of cicada shells as his way of thanking me. I just screamed.
Girl,
I'm sure he just
they're
wanted you to know how he
cicadas.
felt. I can relate to that.
Rather unusual for a Malak like you to contemplate such things.
I know Nebraska got cicadas when I was in college. I don't remember when they're coming back again. But like, yeah, like they're all over the place. I remember it was like my freshman year of college, and like they just blanketed the walls of the dorm and all the windows. They were just covered in cicadas, and they were loud like every night it was amazing when you weren't trying to sleep, and then it was just a pain in the ass. It was like 2005. It was just like a year later than that. Like that happened in Nebraska. I should look up what brood it was. I hope we get the wall covering era again. I hope that like global warming and soil acidity and such haven't just fucking killed them all, because that would suck so much. We need to have like we need the cicada broods to blanket the fucking sky and all the buildings and just like a symphony of beauty.
Well, I try to. It's just really...
It's just really hard sometimes. I forget the context of their conversation. I forgot the context of their conversation, and I just got back to Lafayette going, well, it's really hard sometimes. My brain is so fucky. I am so sorry to everyone, but wow. Actually, that reminds me, though, of when I was a kid, because, like, one of my little brothers, was born with only part of his heart. So he's had to be on heart medications his entire life. And I remember the year that he was old enough that they migrated him from some old medication to Viagra. And just like the first day he comes trotting downstairs, he's like maybe 8 or 9, and he just goes, "Is it normal for this medication to make my penis hard?" I'm just like, yes, that is a common side effect. In fact, most people who take that particular medication use it for that purpose. This is the same sibling who's on spironolactone, and finally they got him like his T tested, and they were like, "Oh, your testosterone levels are low." So they've shifted him to another new medication, which has also like got the Viagra side effect because it's inhibiting the Spiro is inhibiting his puberty. This fucking the world is weird and it's lovely and it's all fucked up, and we need to just kind of relax and take joy in all of the humors that happen, you know? But yes, what's really hard sometimes, V?
really hard sometimes.
It's hard for people, too. Sometimes it feels insurmountable. And yet we can't give up.
My head is on penises. I know that's bad too, but also sometimes it feels insurmountable and we can't give up. It is not supported by the text in any way, shape, or form, but I am now headcanon Teresa as a size queen.
Sometimes you just have to say what you believe in your heart, even if you're not good at saying it.
What I believe.
Fee, hurry up already!
There we go. That's the game I expect my son to be playing, Terraria. Rawr.
What were you two talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, Eleanor kind of saw everyone as people right away. Good job, trans puppy girl Eleanor. Well, it's because trans puppy girl Eleanor. You know, she's already got that experience of dehumanization, rendering her inclined to recognize the humanity of those dehumanized by authority. Good girl, Eleanor. Hi. Thank you, game, for finally letting me get it. Oh. I've learned my lesson. For
Hey,
real.
Laphicet. Found a new stag beetle, did you?
Yeah, Lady Teresa caught it for me.
Ooh, those pincers are sharp. Eisen, take a look at this fine specimen of a stag.
Wait, I believe that might be a two-horned rhinoceros beetle.
Listen, you two. If you're gonna get in another fight over this, I'll just say it's a new type of drone beetle.
You wouldn't.
You've really figured us out, huh?
Eleanor, you didn't make him say that just now, did you?
I did not. I've made a pact with him as a vessel, but he isn't tethered to me.
A Malak, acting so human.
I used to think that way. Malakim possessing free will just like humans? It was inconceivable. But meeting Laphicet and Eisen taught me the truth. They laugh in joyful times, and cry in sad times. Their stomachs even growl too.
Their stomachs growl?
Now I take it as a matter of course that not only Malakim, but demons and Therians too, have their own thoughts and feelings.
I thought you hated demons.
I certainly still do, but now I feel something besides just hate.
Malakim with free will?
It's lust. She's feeling lust. For Velvet.
Demons and Therians as well?
You must have sensed that in Laphicet, or you wouldn't have caught that beetle for him. When you saw his beaming face, it must have reminded you of when Oscar was a young boy. Am I correct?
This conversation's over.
Teresa doesn't like her racism being
Teresa,
confronted.
be honest. Isn't there something wrong with the Abbey using a dangerous experimental art out in the field?
Oscar's the one who decided to go through with it. Don't presume to know anything about who he is.
He's my little brother. Only I know what he's about. Don't you dare think that you know him. Bah. Teresa's got a bit of the untreated BPD going on. I recognize that impulse, and I'm like, girl, no, that's a toxic impulse. Fight it. Well, we can't flick you yet, huh? We're gonna have to eventually, because I see it.
Using that art could be fatal. I can't allow Oscar to try it.
Lady Teresa, is something the matter?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But you looked like you were in pain.
Oh. I was just thinking a bit.
You didn't have time to rest after recovering from the Corsair's scourge. You're awfully hard on yourself, you know.
And even harder on others, am I?
That's not what I meant.
It doesn't matter. I'm well aware that I'm stone cold. But they say a Malak never knows his vessel's heart. I said nothing all those times you snuck off to the library, did I?
You knew about that?
Of course I knew. But I was just letting you roam free like a master might let her little pup. Number one didn't wander about like you did. What makes you different?
I'm sorry.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess. But I was planning on punishing you if that behavior continued.
Punish me how?
You don't want to know. It might wreck your good cheer.
Lady Teresa!
Look at how open she's being. Do you really think she'll work with us?
I don't think she's lying to us. But I don't think she's being entirely truthful.
She's gonna
either.
betray us when we get to Oscar.
I know
real.
I probably don't have to say this, but...
You don't. I won't let my guard down. If I see anything funny, she's dead. And since she has no Malak, it'll be quick.
Well, I don't care about that code red right now, so I don't need to worry about that. I could, right here, if I wanted to, but I don't. I care about... It would not be quick. Okay, it's nice of the game to encourage us to go this way too with its arbitrary puzzle. It isn't actually a puzzle, it's just, you need to go in every direction to play with the switches. I was going to increase the difficulty and practice my MMO idea. I don't want it anymore. It's going to start snowing anytime. Switches are not a puzzle. I apologize to anyone who thinks differently. But switches are not a puzzle. I have a feeling that that's going to need to be swapped. Well, it's because they don't have to... I think Zestiria areas have to be wider because they're assuming you're going to be getting into combat in any given area. So they need to make sure it's wide enough to accommodate combats. Oh, we have a couple switches here. Oh, it's a top-bottom switches joke when I play with switches. I get it.
Teresa, let's
no,
review our
it just
plan
kind of
before we
settled
go
in.
All right. We'll tell Oscar that we'll release you if he gives up his weapons and Malachine. We'll tie him up, collect the Therian, and then head for the docks. Once we're aboard our ship and ready to sail, we'll release you. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Very well. But I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me you won't hurt Oscar.
That depends on him. I'll defend myself if I have to.
Velvet, please, do it for me, too.
If you want to save Oscar, you need to make him listen. Put your own life on the line. You're his sister. Do whatever you have to protect him.
I will. Even if it means my death.
Yeah, I was just looking a little ahead. And then I was gonna go back and flip the switch. I want to see what's up that way, because it's the not progression way. But yeah, no, at first I was thinking you were making like an electronic switches joke. Like, that's where my brain went the first time, and then as I was going along, it just like settled into my head. Oh, switches. This fucking level. Yeah, baby, show me your potentiometer. She'll omit on my potential till I murr. What we got up here? Besides shinies. Ooh, take a hike. I've actually almost got that up there. But you can't take a hike. How unfair. Eleanor can't wear... Well, okay, so I get it now. Eleanor doesn't want to wear the men's boots because of dysphoria reasons. It's not that Eleanor can't wear them. I understand now. Sheesh, making everyone trans just solves all the problems. Right? Oh my gosh. But no, it's resolved by making everyone trans, and then, like, the men not wearing the women's clothing comes into play through internalized patriarchal expectations, and the women not wearing the men's clothing comes into play because... dysphoria. Except Velvet, who's just like... girl. Velvet should be able to wear anything, is what I'm saying. Velvet should be like, these men's underwear will make me more powerful and able to destroy the Abbey. And then everyone's like, okay. That's a big boy. That's another big boy. Yes, that is Velvet literally. Velvet cares for nothing but the stats. And all the I borked it up. I did not have enough souls. Stop. Stop stunning me. No, I didn't notice. I noticed just like in time, barely in time to save you.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
I mean, they did. That is very much a thing that actually happened. More meat, wine.
Scout ships.
We should auto-cook something. Something we have a lot of. Potato salad. And eat now. That's both of them, right? Yes, okay. Just checking. Aha! Now we can go back quickly! Lovely. Yeah. Oh, hello, where are you? On that side. What are you? Boots! It's
We're almost
time.
at the Earth Pulse point. You all know the plan, right?
I'm using you as a hostage to keep Oscar from doing anything stupid. And don't you try anything funny either.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna try something hilarious. Like, there's no way she won't. Let's take a moment and just make sure we don't have anything. Okay. I think we're good for whatever funny business we get. I like that. But it's not as good as the halberd. So it's time.
I knew you'd come, Velvet. Sister!
As plain as day. Now put down your sword and let go of my fairy. If you don't, I'll kill her.
You coward!
I'm sorry to do this, Oscar. I'm searching for the truth behind the Abbey's talk of so-called reason.
And your idea of reason is to threaten my dear sister's life?
I'm sorry, Oscar. I've become nothing but a burden.
Teresa, no. It's not like that. All right. I'll put down my arms. Teresa, get back!
Forgive me, Oscar. This is the only way I can protect you.
That was
We
hilarious.
kept our end of the bargain. Take him and get out of here.
I can't do that. It will reflect poorly upon him.
Lady Teresa?
Have you forgotten? You're just a powerless human.
You're right. I am a weak, worthless human. But he has shown me the light, and it shines. My body is receptive to Inominat's power. And with it, I can protect everything I care about.
She turned into a Therian?
She turned hot.
She fused with it.
I'll kill you all! Anything to protect Oscar!
Level 48. Weak to physical. Resistant to fire. Okay.
Merging with a Therian. Do you realize what you're doing, Teresa?
A trivial sacrifice, but no mercy!
Wounds that will
You're really good at, like, smacking me when I'm down.
Teresa, stop this already, please!
There's no turning back. Not with so much at stake. His future depends on this.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I'm like, oh no, I need to use my break soul, but I don't have enough souls. Why did that not, why did that go through my spell absorber? Why did that go through my spell absorber? What the fuck? Okay, and you can't interrupt it either. It's a wide area AoE that goes through Spell Absorber and doesn't get interrupted. That is what I call bullshit. What the hell?
Taste the pain you inflicted on him!
How very unlike me.
Well.
What happened?
I understand. I need to stay higher health, and I need to I need to attack that and block it. But we don't get healed rapidly enough by our healing arts. And our allies don't fucking block that art. That art can be blocked. That art can be blocked.
It's all over now.
I'm not even gonna try that. As soon as you give me something that I can't reliably counter using the techniques you've taught me the entire game to use, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna freaking try.
Do you realize what you're doing, Teresa? A trivial sacrifice. I'd do anything from no mercy. Won't that be
To be clear, if that attack could consistently be countered, or interrupted, or spell absorbed, or if my party members would block, I would, any of those things, be keeping this up. But the fact that all of those are no's is just saying, no, you have given me a fight I consider BS. And if you're gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat back. Because reducing difficulty levels is another tool in my arsenal for the kill. I probably only had to turn it down in one difficulty level. Because the game made me mad.
There's no turning back. Not with so much at stake. His future depends on this.
Oh, the AoE hangs out further. Okay. Okay, it can be interrupted. Just only have a very short window to do it. Oh no! Owie, ouch. There you go.
I can't lose. Not here.
Lady Teresa.
Stand down, or I'll devour you piece by piece.
It's okay, sister. You've done enough.
No, don't look at me. I'm so hideous.
No, you're not. You're fucking hot, okay? If you weren't a bitch, I'd fuck you.
When I was growing up, the only one my mother and father ever paid any attention to was my older brother, the heir. But you, Teresa, you noticed me when they didn't. You looked after me, supported me, smiled for me. I could never thank you enough, my sister.
Oscar.
Their story would be so tragic if they weren't such pieces of shit.
Now, keep watching over me, Teresa. As long as you're looking after me, I can vanquish even the Lord of Demons.
Oh, another fight. Woohoo. I was going, well, maybe I don't need to turn things down, but I guess I do.
Take a good look. This is armatization.
No strengths, no weaknesses. Person failed Oscar.
What happened to him?
He merged with his Moloch?
That's one hell of an art.
Over yet! Don't give out on me yet, Armatus! It's over!
I kind of wish that I hadn't done that last fight at the lower difficulty, because this fight doesn't seem to be as bullshit. And it seems like it would have been a really fun fight at that difficulty. Air Moloch, so you should be weak to Earth, right? That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to get to my Earth Art, because he is wind on his eyes, so I'm expecting Earth. My Earth Art is my third in my X combo right now. Thanks for the sun. Love you for it. Eat an Earth Moloch, boy.
Oscar, stop! This has gone far enough!
No, it hasn't. You people hurt my sister.
He's losing control of the Moloch!
Damn it! It's turning into a dragon!
Velvet, quick! Devour that thing! Stop! He's still...
No, you've murdered the little brother.
You killed him. No, he was a good kid. He gave me this pair of earrings for my birthday. They're family heirlooms that were supposed to go to his fiancée, but he didn't know that at the time. I told him he should give them to the woman he cares most about in the world. And you know what he did? He smiled at me and said I was that woman. So sweet, so innocent. And you took him away! You killed my Oscar! How could you? How could you? How could you? No!
Don't do it!
You are so hurt. I'll get you all fixed up. Don't cry, Oscar. You're strong. You're so strong. Scar.
Teresa. Oscar. And we didn't even get the Therian we came for.
Oscar came at him first. I had to. It was for Luffy. For my little brother.
And Velvet now owes Maggie Lou money. Woo! Look at all that grade that I didn't earn.
They're dead. No, not just dead. I killed them. I'm the same as Artorias. I killed her brother before her very eyes.
It's not the same.
It is the same! But I didn't have any choice! It was the only way to avenge you! It was all for you! I did it for you! I didn't want this!
There's nowhere left to run.
Nowhere for you or for me.
The game gives me an achievement for hitting everyone to level 200. It's like, well, who the heck has time to do that?
Nowhere left.
You all right?
I ate too much. That's all.
They were close. They supported each other ever since they were children.
I just did to them what they were going to do to us.
And who will killing them save?
The soul of my murdered brother.
Oh. Whatever the case, we messed up the Therian part of the plan. They're probably making a new one as we speak.
There's no time to waste. Let's go back to the port and start our search.
Yeah.
Proof of knowing your sin and its price. There's no escape now.
Had to do it. All of it.
Velvet.
Okay, first things first. That, we're up to 39 now. Woohoo, we gained a few levels. Why'd the game put us here? If we could have gotten back faster. Game, why you do this to me, game? Hi, Expedition. How'd you get me?
Take a look at this.
Great. Let's do this one Rangetsu style, guys.
Yay, wine! Got some specials here. Let's get
Scout ship setting sail.
I'm going to save, at my next save, I'm going to save in a new slot so I can go back and do that fight again.
I never expected that Velvet would actually eat Teresa.
What else could she do? We never expected that Teresa would be a Therian either.
Velvet and Lady Teresa weren't so different. They both loved their brothers.
Not everyone loves their brothers. Some just want them dead.
And some people, like Lady Teresa, love their brothers a smidge too much. Like, there's no doubt Oscar was Siscon, but Teresa was also very Brocon. Like, that was the incest, and I wouldn't mind, except, like, yeah. It is, like, the characters in this game are so good, and they all mix with each other. It's like through the observation of Oscar and Teresa in comparison to Velvet and, let's say, Laphicet Prime, like, you can see, number one, the intensity of the relationship between Teresa and Oscar as contrasted with Velvet and Laffy. Because, you know, they have Artorias, they have Celica, they have the entire village, like, there, and everyone kind of cares for each other, right? Compared to the sort of isolated, exclusive attraction and support of Teresa and Oscar, which kind of twists into this incest, pseudo-incest thing we've been seeing all game. Like, it's good. It's great. I love it. And then you've got Fee versus Laffy and that sort of mirror image thing. And also Fee and Innominat, because, like, there's a sort of question of whom's is Laphicet reborn? Is it Fee? Is it Innominat? Is it both? And then, of course, you've got, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, and it makes sense that their fights are so bullshit, because they are absolutely fucking, we have each other's back and we fucking do what we gotta do, right? Like, it's very Teresa Oscar to go, oh, I actually have to go all out. Well, let's be bullshit. And I noticed during the Teresa fight that I was countering her ability, and I don't think that was a difficulty change. I think that I was more aggressive at the lower difficulty than I would have been at a higher difficulty, because I want to reserve souls for Spell Absorber, which is why I want to make that save on a new section, because I think that her fight is not actually outside of my skill level now that I've done it on the lower difficulty. So I kind of, when I get there to save, I kind of want to go do it again at the normal difficulty. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, just changing the point of view character. Like, could you imagine playing Berseria from Oscar's point of view?
So where does this
Such a
leave
good
us?
game.
It seems we must search for the new Therian that will fill the void left by Teresa.
It won't be easy to find another who could become a Therian.
And it won't be easy for the Abbey either. And they still may not be able to awaken Innominat. We still can't assume that we're in the clear, though.
No, we can't.
If it takes time for the Therian to be reborn, this could be our chance to strike.
Whatever happened, the Seven Therian's ties have been severed from Innominat. But we won't know if the Empyrean has been weakened until we find out for ourselves.
I can try and see if I can sense the new Therian. So let's go back to the prison island first. But I think Velvet needs time to rest.
Right. If we're gonna take down Artorias, she has to be there with us.
Yeah.
Gosh. Tales needs to do the absurd Final Fantasy spin-offs with this game. Because if this were Final Fantasy, they would absolutely have made the game you just described. And they would have put it onto a handheld console and been like, whee! And it would have actually been made with, like, very little. Yeah, TOB Tactics. That reminds me I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics. Still. Which is a game that is... It's a game that definitely shows its age. I can see why they made Tactics Advance, like, on the Game Boy Advance, because Tactics, when I played the little bit I played, felt like a game that would be something I would want to play on, like, a handheld on the bus to school. Like, each of those fights felt like just enough for a bus ride into town. I have so much Final Fantasy I need to play. I have enough that I kind of want to just, like, say screw it to replaying the games I need to replay. But I also kind of want to know how FF6 and FF8 end. No one would fault me. I would fault me. I made oath. I don't like breaking oath. Yeah. I mean, I liked FF6. FF6 was pretty good. I just kind of FF6 is a lot, and the hard drive crash happened, like, during the, like, very end of the game. So I just look at it and go, I have to replay all of that. FF8 also, I think, could be very good, but it just isn't. Okay. New save here. We only gained 3 levels. Let's try this again. I think I am going to do this because Spell Absorber isn't a thing. And that means I need to set up my arts. I don't even know my arts so well. Okay. So let's familiarize ourselves. Okay, so Slicing Foot. Teresa, we need a physical combo. So Slicing Foot into Gouging Spin, into Harsh Rebuttal, into Rising Moon is it, I think, actually. Yeah, okay. And that has a stun. Has a stun. Harsh Rebuttal, stun, stun. Oh, I like this. Harsh Rebuttal into Rising Moon, Paralysis. And... let's take Incapacitator. Okay. And you're the save that we're overwriting. And because we're velveting, let's velvet. Okay. We don't need everything else because we're just going to go do the fight. Because I think I can do this fight. And if I get fed up with it, hey, we have a save after this.
You all know the plan, right?
I'm using you as a hostage to keep Oscar from doing anything stupid. And don't you try anything funny either.
Let's go, hilarious.
I'll kill you all! Anything to protect Oscar!
Merging with a ferryman. Do you realize what you're doing, Teresa?
A trivial sacrifice. I'd do anything for my Oscar. No mercy! Won't that be
Better watch your step!
Ouchie, ouch. Somehow, it didn't kill me.
There's no turning back. Not with so much at stake. Future to the...
I was too far away from her to counter it. The design does feel very Neverland. How dare? Well, that's not great. I got caught in her area. In fact, I went, oh shit. Why did I run into it? That was so stupid. See, I can do her fight. I can do her fight. Okay. My question is, can I do her fight and then Oscar's fight in the back-to-back? Because I don't think I have enough life bottles for Oscar.
Stand down, or I'll devour you piece by piece.
More ready ability to swap characters in and out would definitely make this easier.
Here I come!
Let's see if we can take care of you.
That's
one hell of an arm.
Why did it let me do that? Oh my gosh, this fight is so much more bullshit than I was thinking. Wow. Oh my god. I think though if I'd been playing Velvet the entire game instead of Magulu when I got to this fight, I probably could handle it too, but I don't know Velvet's skill set well enough. But and her skills aren't leveled up enough. Like this A combo that I've got is all like stun moves. So it should be leveled to have more stun chances. Okay, but how old were you and... Well, there you go. So you can just blame it on being an idiot teenager. It doesn't matter that it's not true. You can just blame it anyway. Wow. One good thing is the game would be resetting at this fight, I think, which is what I really want to see here. I want to reset and see where it goes. Because, like, I think I can get into the menu. Wow, I can't get into the load menu, but like, if it lets you reset at this and then do things, then you just have to approach one at a time. Wow, yeah, this is definitely one of the difficult walls. Okay. Well, we have explored, we have experienced. That's the one we want. That is... Actually, I kind of want to call it good fight design. Oh shit. A Sliff J, that can't be good news.
First mate, there's trouble. We got an emergency message from Port Zexon. A ship carrying dozens of exorcists just set sail for Titania. They have orders to eliminate the Lord of Calamity.
Yeesh. Looks like the hideout's not so hidden after all.
It wasn't me. I didn't tell them anything. Then you won't have any problem helping us. We're rescuing the Therians.
Of course not. I won't let them take Kamoana again.
Wait, that information came from the Bloodwings?
No, from a peddler I often do business with.
Exorcist operations like this are usually kept a closely guarded secret. And you're telling me a regular civilian knew about it?
You think it's a trap?
Trap or not, we don't have a choice.
Our enemies know the odds. If they've set a trap for us, that means they think they can win.
The Armatus!
Yes, they're likely to throw armatized exorcists at us.
Oh,
Even
fun.
your demon arm can't eat Armati. You might just have a real problem on your hands.
If I can't devour them, then we kill them.
Yeah, if we overcome the Armati, we can win.
Like with Oscar. But his Armatus was still incomplete.
From what I could gather, if the Exorcist remains armatized for too long, their Moloch will turn into a dragon. But to prevent these dragons from running wild, Melchior embedded a self-destruction art in both Exorcist and Moloch.
To think they would go that far.
This is all just conjecture, of course, but we should prepare ourselves as best we can. Just make sure not to leave any regrets behind.
Which means menuing! Oh, they put the menuing down there. I see. Yeah. Well, it means cats, then. Cats, then skit, then menuing.
I really can't fathom what the Abbey is doing.
Even if they did let us know on purpose, why would they leave us be? I would have expected them to press the attack against us.
Even if their aim is to capture our allies as some kind of leverage against us, their plan has too many holes.
What if we decided to abandon Kamoana and the others? They'd be no closer to capturing Velvet.
Do they actually want the Therians back?
What are you saying?
Why did Melchior place that illusion on a ball to lure Velvet in?
That was so he could capture her, right?
And in case he couldn't capture her, he could kill her and create another Therian.
Okay, so if securing the Therians is so important to them, why would they throw Orthrus to the winds?
That's a puzzler. Melchior was right there, and he didn't try to protect Orthrus at all.
I don't understand it. It's like they're toying with us.
I don't see any point in that either. They must know we won't give up.
Actually, that could be close to the mark. What if they're just trying to rattle us? Everything would fit, including the assault on Titania.
Whatever's going on, I don't think we're going to like it.
This is when the player playing the strategy game is going, I guess we actually have to do something about that.
So, Eleanor, about that Armatus Oscar used, was that something the Abbey has been working on for a while?
I was never involved in weapons development or anything like that, but I did hear of a secret research division. Word was that they were deciphering ancient scrolls and books coming from every corner of the Empire. Apparently, Teresa knew something of the ancient tongue, and they called her in to help from time to time.
Did she work on Inominat's book?
I was never privy to any of the details, but I think the books were mostly about controlling Malachim.
Well, that Siegfried thing of Zavid's is some kind of power control device, right?
The Abbey probably learned about Siegfried in one of those books, and realized they could use it to armatize.
So Melchior tracked Zavid down and stole the formula. Makes sense.
It was also they could create the Armatus.
Will Ifrit be alright?
Complete or not, they've seen that they can use the Armatus in battle. They have no use for him anymore.
Let's get back to Titania, Eisen. I'll help out with the ship.
Right. Let's set sail.
Rah, sail. I don't remember which Baird Marsh is the one I want, so I'll just make a new save. That way I can go back sometime and try again. Okay, menuing time. Actually, grab the shiny. Okay, what can we enhance? Yeah, I don't wanna. I wanna keep playing. Can up the pumper upper. Up one of the quartz weights. Coats. Can up the colorful garish pink shirts. Up these rings. Up the boots. I don't suppose I have the good fortune of you selling materials that I can use. Nope, just food. That puts me even more quartz dependent. And I could buy quartz blades. I can buy one of them and then dismantle it. Do I have any quartz scrap? Because that's what I need. I need quartz. I don't have any remaining quartz. That's quartz. That's quartz.
Scout.
What do I lose out on if I stop now? I mean, I'm not going to be productive tomorrow at work. It's going to be snowing all day. Unless you're telling me that you plan on streaming? I want to go to Titania, but I need the motivation to get out. Okay, fine. I will help you be responsible. As much as I want to keep playing video game. Who can I raid into? Null's playing Planescape. You won't want to watch Planescape. Let's raid into Null. Too late. Started the raid. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening, but I'll do something. Hurrah! Let's go, one viewer to Null.